Hello there, my lovely darkling. It's your glamorical guide to Ascension, back with another video, and today I want to talk about womb alchemy and why every priestess needs it. Because I even want to just start off by saying that a womb, our womb space, our sacral chakra, whatever you want to call it, it is more than just our anatomy. It is more than just an organ. It is more than just a body part. It is literally a portal for transformation, a portal for creation, a portal for manifestation, and a portal for pleasure, expression, and sensuality in all forms. And I would hold back on talking about things like this because I didn't think it was metal enough, it wasn't goth enough, it wasn't alt enough, it wasn't cool enough, or it wasn't a part of my aesthetic. But nothing I do is conventional. Everything I do is authentic. So it doesn't matter how I present myself, it doesn't matter how I express myself. This is something that I've always wanted to come out, and regardless of how it's seen, it's going to be said. Because as I said in my last video, everything I say is not just information. I'm not just spouting things at you, spouting statistics or numbers or facts at you. This is all body-led, soul-led transmissions of my embodiment. All the things that I've learned over the years, on top of what my higher self has been channeling through me since I popped out the womb. So let's get right into it. Womb alchemy, what does that even mean? So we all know that alchemy is the process of turning lead into gold, or dark into light, or fear into faith, as I like to say it. But when it comes to our womb, it is an ancient temple. It is an oracle. It knows all. It is a way for us to not only give birth to something, give birth to our creations, but just to intuit, just to have that inner knowing, that inner guide, that inkling, something you cannot explain in the physical realm, but it is purely non-physical, purely metaphysical. And I can't harp on enough how important our womb space is. And I understand that we have been abused, punished, violated, mistreated within that space. People have seen it as property. People have seen it as a joke. People have seen it as shameful, dirty, sinful, evil. And regardless of whether that was sexual trauma or other forms of trauma that we've experienced our entire lifetime and in past lifetimes and from our ancestors, we're going to store that type of trauma, that unreleased emotion, that suppression within our womb space, within our sacral chakra. It is no secret, it's literally scientifically proven and metaphysically proven that we do store our trauma in our hips, our pelvis, our womb spaces. And that can definitely make us feel disconnected from our power, our pleasure, and our magic as awakened women. But since we are spiritually and metaphysically advanced, we know that we can use shadow work, alchemy, embodiment practices, and other things that feel authentic to us in order to move that pain from our womb space and once again transmute it into character traits, into actions and belief systems that we want to experience in this lifetime. And regardless of where we are in our journey, we know that shadow work and alchemy is a lifelong process. So we have to make sure that we're always moving that unprocessed trauma, moving those unprocessed emotions, and moving all that shame from our womb space and burning it up to all the things that we desire, whether that is physical things or non-physical things. And some great ways to feel more connected to your womb space is through ritual and ceremony. And I have tons of rituals that I do every day, but a lot that is more intended for my womb space. And I would say my favorite is talking to her. She has her own name, I won't share it, but she has her own name. I will talk to her straight up. I will put my hands directly over my womb space or my sacral chakra, and I will just talk to her. Like, what do you need from me? Like, how's it going? How are you? I love you. I cherish you. I honor you. What's good? What's happening? And especially if I'm feeling some sort of energy there, whether it be negative or even just neutral, I'll just ask, what's up? What's wrong? Is there something going on? Where are you not feeling bliss or ecstasy at this moment? And of course, the human experience, we're not going to be feeling that range of emotion all the time. But if you notice that she's feeling off, she will definitely let you know if you speak to her. And trust her message, because a lot of the time we think we're just making it up and it's just BS or it's just pulled out of nowhere. Yeah, it is. All your intuitive messages are pulled from the ether and you are the one interpreting it. So yeah, it is made up. It's made up by you, but it is information that spirit is trying to tell you anyway. So trust the message. It's never going to lead you astray. So not only do I like to talk to her, I literally like to look at her. I take a nice little hand mirror and I just look at her straight up. You know, obviously remove any clothing. Find a space that's quiet and feels a little bit more on the sensual side. Really, I just do it after the shower, so it's not that formal, but it still feels like a nice time to just unwind, and on top of the other rituals I do during that time. But just looking at her, looking how beautiful she is, all that she's been through, all that she's done with you, all that she's done for you, and thanking her for being a part of you, for being you, and going through life together. And also breath work. You already know I love myself some breath work on top of yoga and in combination. And my favorite type of breath work to do when it comes to womb connection and womb alchemy is my yoni breathing. So I'll be having more content around this in the future, but it is really just breathing in, holding at the top for a few seconds, and letting it all out. So for example, that's so funny that the person, the man doing his lawnmower just stopped right when I wanted to talk about breathing, which is perfect. Okay, so breathing in through the nose for probably 4 seconds. Hold at the top for 6. And breathing it all out with a sigh for 8 seconds. And just holding at the bottom for a little bit. You can probably even hold your exhale a little bit for a few seconds just to have that silence in between breaths. But just giving yourself some time to feel the sensations within your body. So one more time, breathing in through the nose for 4. Hold at the top for 6. And breathing it all out with a sigh for 8. Holding at the bottom for a few seconds just to feel everything. And let it radiate throughout your being. Let it inform all your cells. Let it imprint within your DNA that you are feeling pleasure through your own breath. Because breath is life. Breath is life. Literally, it is life. And when you breathe into your womb space, all that information, all that creation, all that sensation, it just lights you up inside. It gives her the care, the nourishment, and the love that she always wants from you. And when you're connecting in that way, you'll effortlessly be able to alchemize your pain into pleasure and your pleasure into power. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about touch. So obviously, self-pleasure is one thing, but even just sensual touch all over your body. It doesn't have to just be your yoni space. It could be on your legs, on your arms. It could be on the top of your crown. It could be even just massaging that area. Just taking your fingers and just kneading it over that area. Light caresses, even on your breasts, anything like that. Giving your body in that space the care it deserves. Because once again, the womb space is all about sensuality. And sensuality is not just being sexy or looking a certain type of way or being dark feminine. It is about sensation. Use all your sensations to not only just romanticize your life, but to experience pleasure in general. Like at this moment, I feel amazing being outside. I may even do this more often. I may even film more videos outside. Even though I love filming in my my peace room and everything like that, in my altar room, but I just want to be outside where the sun is, where the air is. Even though there's definitely traffic happening, I can hear it. And there are people probably mowing their lawns, walking their dogs, all those types of things. I want to be out in nature right now. I want to experience my beautiful backyard, the sight, the smell, the taste, the feel of it all, the feeling of the grass on my toes, the feeling of the sun on my skin, the feeling of the air caressing my skin. I want to feel it all. And sensation really does speak to your womb space. So yes, sensuality is key. And I cannot forget about sound. You can even do your own chants. Like sometimes I will even do, not even just chanting for my womb space, but I have some affirmations that I love to speak to her that are very structured. But chants could be good. Even just chanting womb to your womb space is perfect. Even just visualizing womb health by seeing your fallopian tubes being happy and dancing, seeing your vaginal channel being all pure and squeaky clean, seeing your ovaries being rich and filled with life, just seeing your womb happy, healthy, and well, and thriving. But you can also do that with singing bowls, with frequency music. I'm constantly blasting frequency music. I love not only just certain hertz or sound frequencies, but just the sound of drums, the sounds of flutes, the sounds of water trickling, the sounds of angelic singing, or people transmitting light codes through their beautiful singing. All those types of things are very, very healing for the womb. Not even healing, it just helps her thrive. It helps her be excited. It helps her be even more healthy than she can even imagine. So yes, definitely using sound healing is perfect for womb health and womb wellness. And the universe is sound. So when you're using sound in combination with all your rituals, it's like you're tapping into all the ancient codes that exist within you anyway. It is adding to the song that is your life already. And this all aids in the leadership, the manifestation, the creation portal that our womb is. It is our sense of power. And power not meaning having dominion over other people, infringing on their free will, or making them feel inferior so we can feel superior. As I always say, we are the metaphysical realm. Yes, men and masculine energy, divine masculine energy, that is the physical realm. That is their power. But our power is the unseen, the metaphysical, the magic of it all. And that is where we reign. And we're doing it in a different way. And as I said before, leadership isn't having dominion over other people and trying to make other people inferior. It is stepping into our sensuality, using our intuition, our unseen forces, our magic to transmit healing codes to raise the collective consciousness of humanity and this earth. And that's where our leadership comes into play. It doesn't always have to be using our two hands and feet, which is very, very important. It is what we know. It is the wisdom that calls out to us through our dreams. It is our connection to the spirit realm, to our ancestors, to our guides, to our angels, to source. And because of that, we're able to magnetize things into existence perfectly. We can literally give birth to creation in the form of a human. And it doesn't stop there. It could be anything we want within alignment. And reclaiming this power, reclaiming this womb space for womb alchemy is key to our ascension, because we're not allowing the world to shame us anymore. We're not allowing ourselves to feel dirty about our sensual power. We're not allowing ourselves to feel guilty for experiencing pleasure in a world that seems like it is anti-pleasure. We are allowing ourselves to be authentic. We are allowing ourselves to wield our wand of magic. We are allowing ourselves to do what we feel called to do, even when the matrix tries to get us to do otherwise. We transcend the matrix. We may work within it, we may play the game, but we transcend the matrix through our authenticity, through our spiritual practices, through our womb alchemy, through our womb wisdom, through our spiritual leadership. And because of that, we're going to inspire other awakened women to do the same. So yes, every priestess needs to practice their womb alchemy, because not only is our womb a portal for transformation, for magic, for pleasure, for power, and for creation, it is a way for us to wield our wand of leadership in this lifetime as the representation of the metaphysical and the unseen. And reclaiming our power in our ascension through womb alchemy is going to send a wave of frequency throughout the entire planet so that other women will do the same. And there is nothing better than that. And if you're ready to remember who you are so you can reclaim your power and your throne, you can book your shadow work reading with me at madammystikenoir.com, link in the description. So now we've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Much love, and until next time, my lovely darkling. Bye-bye.